Ready! Well.
World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Folks at home, we're here. We made it out of LA in one piece. And today, as we made it out of LA in one piece, we're going to break down one of the least talked about aspects of this Avatar stream that generated a little bit of discussion. But there was something that happened within the Avatar stream near the end that maybe wasn't totally clear, so we're going to break this down here for you today. And it was kind of odd, it was peculiar, it was kind of scary. We weren't in immediate danger, I don't believe, but it was something that I didn't feel okay with, so I left. And that's why the camera went to the floor. Because we had seemingly a situation sort of brewing there where things might have turned for the worst had we not left, if that makes any sense. Maybe it doesn't. And granted, maybe I'm being paranoid here, maybe we're getting a little crazy here, but ultimately at the end of the day, if I had that gut feeling to leave the Avatar premiere, it's better to be safe than sorry. You know what I mean? Okay? So, we're not going to be talking about what everyone else is talking about, okay? Because something at the end of that stream happened that was quite unexpected. Let's just put it to you that way. I mean, we have been in LA previously for an extended period of time. You know, we've been in LA for so many weeks, and we streamed without any problems. This time around, we had a few more, let's just call them roadblocks in the road, okay? We had a few more roadblocks in the road. We had the CD man. Okay, we had the CD man, among other things. And then this, to top it all off, this Avatar premiere thing, which was really peculiar. So, as people find their seats and pile in here, we're going to break this down, and I'm going to explain to you what you didn't see on camera. I'm going to explain to you what you didn't see on camera, because what wasn't picked up on camera was the most revealing part of all of this, okay? So with that said, we hope you can find your seats, okay? Again, if you're just tuning in, folks, we made it out of LA in one piece, okay? Didn't think that was going to happen, but we made it out of LA in one piece, and we're here, okay? And I'll tell you what else is exciting. Apple just updated Apple Music, and I'm not even kidding about this, bro. They just updated Apple Music, and this is not an ad. I wish it were, believe me. Tim Cook, please call. But Apple just updated Apple Music, and they have this karaoke feature now for like every song where you can literally mute the actual vocals of the song and sing along, and it's like so fucking perfect, because now we can do Psycho Killer and a bunch of other cool fucking songs without the fucking vocals being in the mix. I mean, it's a really kick-ass feature. It's called Sing Something or whatever the fuck, and they just unveiled it not too long ago, so I thought that was pretty cool. Could have used that out there, but because we did sing Psycho Killer as they were waiting for the terrible band that they were about to see, we went by and we sung Psycho Killer, a great song by a great band. Yeah, and we're going to jump into this here in a moment, okay? We're going to break this down as best as we can. And again, I don't read conversation of us surrounding my show on the internet, because that's egotistical. Okay, I'm already a narcissist, but we don't read opinions on this show, and we look at the chat every now and then. But we don't look at opinions on the show, because most of the time it's not doing much for the show. But what we can tell you is that a lot of the conversations surrounding this Avatar stream is from petty drama, which is now what we're discussing here. We're discussing something a little bit more crazy that happened at the end that no one picked up on. And there were cues in the video where I was, I think Input Funny said something. Holy shit.
Mutated Cutie donated $10 through Super Chat. Glad you're okay. Keep bringing the reality that the folks at home need to see.
That's what we're talking about, Mutated Cutie with that W. Hell yeah, bro, appreciate that, Mutated Cutie. But I think Input Funny came through and said something that was interesting. I remember reading the comment, and it was something to the extent of, if another guy comes up to Michael and asks him about YouTube or something like that, and then I thought, okay, well, if Input Funny knows, if Input Funny has his thinking cap on, other people do as well. But no one was talking about it. And I get at that point, people were tired. We've been streaming for like 10 hours. But this was pretty ridiculous, okay? This is one of the most ridiculous things that has seemingly went down on the show. So we're going to dissect it and break it down here. We actually have the stream pulled up. And we're going to dissect it, okay? This was the Avatar premiere. And again, we're not talking about the petty drama or anything like that. Because there was a lot of drama. There was a lot of turmoil in this stream.
Tylon donated $20 through Super
Holy
Chat.
shit.
Mackle, you need to pull back the curtains in a way that makes sense.
You want me to do
What
it?
made you run like you had just hit that home run?
If I pull back this curtain, well, Taylan coming through, hell yeah, bro, appreciate that. Taylan coming through really hard and really strong. Well, we're going to get to that here in a moment. We're just waiting for people to jump in before we get started here. We did a show in LA. I thought the LA streams this time around were pretty, not perfect, okay, but you can't really perfect anything. But we did a show where we played essentially Santa Claus, and we said, hey, we're going to go to a local video game store, local video game shop. And we bought a bunch of games, like 4 or 5 games on PS5, brand new, and we played Santa Claus. We said, hey, you come find World Class, pick and choose your game. And 2 people came out. And we do appreciate that. Kyle D and Joseph, they both came out. And then we decided to say, hey man, just to a random person on the street, you want a game? And they said, absolutely. But the last game that we have still is actually Game of the Year right here on PS5, and that's Elden Ring. Okay, so we'll just save this. I mean, I already have it on PS4. We'll just save this if we decide to take our talents to Southern California again. But with that said, I think it is time to break this down. And again, this isn't seemingly talked about much. Man, maybe as a viewer, it's hard to break it down because, again, what you don't see was the most revealing part of all of this. But let's just go ahead and break this down. We also have the PS5 loaded up here. And we downloaded that demo.
Official source Troy donated $5 through Super Chat. Oh Mackle, we're just happy to have you back. It's not over.
Well, had we stuck around at the Avatar premiere, I'm not really sure where things would have went. Hell yeah, bro, appreciate that. Official source, Troy coming through, Troy Sports coming through. So we're going to go ahead and break this down, okay? We're going to go ahead and break this down. So we're filming the Avatar premiere here, okay? We're filming, let's see how the audio is here. There's no audio. Okay, we're filming the Avatar premiere here. Yeah, not much is happening. Okay, we're filming the premiere here. And here we go. This is where things start to pick up a little bit. And I thought it was actually really odd from the get-go. And once this seemingly loads here, we'll figure this out. Here we go. Where the hell is this at?
I saw you live on YouTube.
Really? Okay. Here we go, guys. Hope you guys are ready.
I saw you live on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
What's my channel? Immediately, I didn't buy it. Okay, like right off the bat. That's why I asked this guy, what is my fucking channel? Now, to be fair, if you did type in Avatar, the premiere or some shit, I looked it up incognito. It was #1 if you type that in. Okay, Avatar Red Premiere Carpet or whatever the fuck. But with that said, let's just play this out.
I don't remember what the channel is, but I saw you twice. I just came from the house.
Oh, you
I
have?
got it on my TV.
Really?
How do you do it just live on YouTube, just with this equipment?
Yeah.
You don't have a laptop?
I just have to go back and let it marinate here.
I saw you live on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
What's my channel?
I don't remember what the channel is, but I saw you twice. I just came from the house.
Oh, you
I got
have?
it on my TV.
Really?
How do you do it just live on YouTube, just with this equipment?
Yeah.
You don't have a laptop?
No.
That's amazing. I was telling my mother, I said, because I could tell you didn't have much equipment.
No one has conversations to people like this, guys. Especially out there. How many times did he say equipment?
There he is. I saw you live on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
What's my channel?
I don't remember what the channel is, but I saw you twice. I just came from the house.
He saw me live on YouTube. Doesn't know my channel name. I mean, I'm not saying that's impossible. But this unfolds even further after this. Watch.
Oh,
yeah?
I got it on my TV.
Really?
How do you do it just live on YouTube, just with this equipment?
Yeah.
What is with the YouTube thing? It's like YouTube. It's like that's the only fucking place to be streaming. No one fucking streams on YouTube. I mean, outside of the fucking paid, the big players that are paid to be over here. But, primarily Twitch and primarily other platforms are kind of more known for streaming. Nonetheless, it's either the red fucking jacket or they really found my shit on YouTube, but he's asking about gear. You know what I mean? And I've been asked some questions before on the boulevard about, how much is that camera and all this other weird fucking shit, so.
You don't have the laptop?
No.
That's amazing. I was telling my mother, I said, because I could tell you didn't have much equipment.
There's no way, dude. You don't have a laptop. I can tell you don't have that much equipment. Well, what are we doing here?
That's amazing.
How'd you find it?
I put on my search. I said live red carpet avatar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then yours came up.
Oh, wow.
And you're the only one that was live.
Oh, yeah. But you can't
right
see anything.
No, nothing. I brought my camera.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He brought his camera, but it was in his bag. He had like a camera bag. It's like you bring your camera and you just leave it in the bag.
I don't do YouTube yet. I'm on Instagram.
Right.
I knew I'd find you with your red jacket.
Yeah, I know. Sticks
That's
out.
great that you're doing that.
Yeah.
Are you doing live now?
Yeah, I'm live right now.
Incredible. All right, I'll check you out more on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
Okay, see ya.
At this point I wasn't, thinking much of it. It's just some random dude. I was on the search. Maybe this guy's story has nothing to do with the other guy that's about to come up. But they have a similar script. They really do have a similar script. It's like, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. And maybe I'm overthinking this. It was an exhausting day. Maybe these were two normal fucking people. I don't fucking know fully. But I don't believe that. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and speed this up. We're going to go to the next part here. And a similar character pops up. But this time, this guy looks a lot more official. Okay, so as such, he has a suit on, slick back hair, ponytail. He has a bunch of badges on, a bunch of credentials. So I'm thinking, whoa. We're gonna listen to what this guy has to say. And we'll break this down here once we get to that part. So let's fast forward a little bit here because it's further up. We're looking at the chat. But as we go further down here, this is where this second guy pops up here with a similar sort of introduction.
Yeah, I did incognito and it popped up. That's how I tested it.
Hey, I saw your YouTube
Really?
live thing about 2 hours ago.
Oh, yeah?
You would be like live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. You got a lot of people like locked on.
Yeah. A few.
Yeah. But are you doing covering the event?
I mean, not officially. I'm just seeing what there is to see. Right.
But, now that everyone's coming in because it's the last hour before they start the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you should hang out like this, like where all the stars are walking in.
Right, yeah. Well, that's tough. Already crowded now.
Yeah. I was trying to see about the event and passes for the event and things like that.
Right.
You came up, then it live, and then I see you walking like around here somewhere.
Yeah,
and the camera's pointing right at you. Like, I said, "Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear people? You can't hear people, right? I mean, like
No.
But on your phone, you can see if people.
The chat. The chat. That's it.
There's some celebrities over here, man.
Yeah.
They're walking right into the Dolby Theater, right there.
Oh no.
They're walking right in.
Do you know if James Cameron's already gone through, or?
I don't know. It's tricky.
Right, yeah.
It's tricky with him, you know. He might go in now.
Well, first of all, James Cameron wasn't even there. And this guy's got you can barely see it in the video because I didn't want to slam the camera in people's faces and shit. But this guy has on multiple fucking badges. This guy looks super official, and you guys haven't even seen him yet. You barely see him because, like I said, I don't really want to. But he looks super official. He's got rings on. He's got multiple badges on, like a TMZ badge on. So I was thinking, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe this guy. Obviously not going to get us in, but he might know a thing or two. So let's follow. So we're following.
Or he might go in at the last minute,
right.
Or he might go in half an hour before. But yeah.
Dave Carter donated $2 to Super Chat. I'm here to support. Christ sent me, he loves you.
That's what we're talking about. Dave Carter coming through. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Dave Carter coming through. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that, Dave Carter.
Everyone's walking in from right there. Everyone's walking in from right there. Yeah, man. It was funny I see you, man. Because I saw you. You're live. You're live on YouTube, right? You still live?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah. How many viewers did you get so far? Do you know?
I think there's like 200 watching.
200 watching right now?
Yeah, 250.
Nice. I should do a live thing right now.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do live.
So basically what he tries to do is go live on his phone from his YouTube account. And he says he just got the phone or something like that. And again, at this point, I wasn't really thinking much of it. Obviously, in hindsight, it was a little different. Because I'm going to tell you, I can't show you because I don't have footage of it, but I'm going to show you what I thought was happening while I was filming the red carpet here, which he was kind of adamant of me doing. You see how he's kind of coming up, and you're on YouTube Live, and this is where it's at, right over here. He's kind of adamant about, this is where the spot is for the celebrities, and, he wasn't lying about that, but, nonetheless, he tries to go live on his phone, which he says he just got recently, and then he has a new account on it and stuff like that.
This is a new phone, and it's a new, brand new, what you call it, email?
Right.
So a new channel too. It's a new channel. And so I don't even know if I can go live right now. Let's see. Let me see if I can go live. Okay, I'm on my channel. Okay, I'm on my channel. Manage video. Okay, plus. Video go live. I'm hitting live. Allow access.
Oh, wow. It's allowing you.
Yeah, allow you to take pictures. Okay, you know what I gotta do? I gotta log into the website here. It's Spectrum, free.
Right.
Yeah, so right here, check it out. I don't know how high up you can go, but they're walking in right there. They're all walking in right there to the Dolby Theater. Yeah. I gotta get on Spectrum first. Exactly.
Damn.
They let people walk through. On the other side, you got a better view. It's closer to the people.
Right.
It's very clever that they did 2 rows of the stars. So they can
All right, you guys are good. If anybody gonna walk through, go ahead and walk through.
All the way through, please. All the way through, folks.
Right here? Perfect. It's a little closer. It's a little closer to the, here's a little bit closer. Back there, it seems like it's really far down.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I could get it logged in. Well, maybe he would come through here. He should. He should, for all practical purposes, everyone should walk right into here, you know? Your channel does not meet our updated eligibility requirements for mobile live streaming. You can still stream with your webcam or broadcast software. What does that mean? It means yes or no, or yes or no.
What does that mean?
Go live. Let's go live. No, they didn't let me do it. They didn't let me go live.
Wow.
away from the walkway. Get away from the walkway. Let's go.
Extra Spicy donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Are you really accusing a stranger of doing this?
But what you're not seeing right now is that he's what appears to be taking pictures of my camera. Okay, my camera is extended, and he talked about that. He's like, I don't know how high your camera can go, but there's no sense in pointing the camera in my direction when there's nothing happening when this is over here. Okay, so you know, it was a peculiar and odd situation, and all of this is happening while my camera is extended and we're looking at this. He's taking pictures of my gear, of my camera. I think he went behind and took a picture from behind of me. Maybe he's in love with my ass, I don't know. But I thought it was odd. And again, with that previous encounter, it just didn't seem, and you'll see this here in a moment, where I stopped pointing the camera at the carpet because I'm thinking, okay, what is this guy doing? Like, this guy's, he's taking seemingly pictures of me and not the fucking carpet. So at this point, I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm putting that back on me.
Is it coming through good? Is it coming through? What? Is it working?
Yeah, it's coming through.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get home. Literally. Could not get less. Hey, excuse me, guys. I'm just trying to get home. I'm not here to take photos. Can I get to the front door?
No, we have to cut through this way. They told us to cut through this way.
Are you trying to get through?
No.
Yeah, they said they opened the gate. That gate over there?
And I thought that was actually very odd too. I don't know what the fuck that was all about. It's like, we gotta go this way, and it's like, no fucking shit, you ain't going that way. That's why I filmed that. Now I'm looking at the chat to see if anyone's reacting to the guy that's with me. Just to see if anyone is saying anything. No one's saying anything about it. And maybe I'm overreacting here. But like I said, I mean, I think it's pretty weird that he was seemingly taking pictures of the gear there. And that's where I felt like, okay, I'm not waiting for this guy to come back, because at the end he tells me like, hey, maybe I'll come back, and I don't even know what that means. It's like no one interacts with people like this in Hollywood. I mean, it just doesn't happen unless they're doing it for a reason. I mean, this is way out of the ordinary. Well, we'll see here what happens. So he's watching my stream.
She's dead, but
The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
All right. You too.
Yeah, I gotta do something. I'm gonna try to come back.
All right.
I gotta do something. I'm gonna try and come back. What does that mean? I'm getting the fuck out, bro. What appeared to be him taking pictures of my fucking gear and the previous guy talking about my gear and how, oh, there's not a laptop in your backpack, like all this fucking shit. Did it not get the part where I told him my channel? Or did we fast forward that? I think I fast forwarded it. But I told him my channel. And this was bad because now he knows exactly where we're at. And this is where I couldn't tell the chat what was happening. Now, maybe I shouldn't have turned it into this big ordeal when maybe it wasn't that big. But I didn't want to stick around and see if it was going to turn into something else. Because I think what would have happened if this is a bad situation scenario, maybe it's not, maybe I'm digging too much into this, but I thought it was rather odd regardless. Because no one really kind of does this. But I think they were liking that gear, and maybe they were thinking of a way to. Obviously, there's a lot of people in this area. So what I was thinking is maybe he was going to go back, and maybe he was in cahoots with the other guy. Again, this is we're surmising here based off of the feeling that we had here, but. I wasn't sticking around to find out, you know what I mean? Because I think what would have happened if I had to guess was that they were going to say, hey, we know where this like really happening spot is going to be at a little bit later on. Maybe come with us this way or something like that, where there's less people, because that would make sense. Like if that was their intent, if they had bad intentions from the get-go and they wanted to just... take the gear, I mean, they would have to get me out away from the crowded areas. That's, but again, we didn't stick around. Maybe he was just an excited, maybe he was watching the streams, and maybe he was excited and he took pictures of me. I mean, that could have been a possibility, but two people with sort of the same, like, oh, I found you on YouTube, and it's like, that's cool, but who does that? You know what I mean? No one really does that unless they're like a real fucking, unless they know of the channel. Like, we only had like 3 people come out. 2 people come out for the game Santa Claus thing. You know what I mean? And they were, obviously familiar with what we do. But, this random guy in a fucking suit with like 4 badges on, like, hey man, this is the best spot right over here. Put that camera up. I mean, now watch my as he leaves. Okay, as he leaves, watch my facial expression. Watch my facial expression here. I was just thinking this is gonna go south quick. I gotta get out of here. But now I know he's watching the stream because I told him my show. I told him exactly what to type in to find it, which is kind of ironic because they said, oh, we found your, both of the guys said that they found the channel. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but, it just doesn't really add up. No one does this. That's why it doesn't add up. It's just very peculiar. So I didn't want to stick around to see if anything was going to come further from it. But watch my facial expression after he leaves. Yeah, no, we're not sticking around, bro. Fuck this, dude. Nope. No, we're showing the floor immediately because he's watching the stream. So now I can't really, we kind of have to end the show. if I had, you know, and maybe it was the wrong gut feeling, maybe the guy had good intentions, but from my peripheral view, and again, my eyeballs are fucking weird, but I had the hood up too, it felt like he was taking pictures exclusively of me. Now, maybe he wasn't. Maybe he wanted to just get me in the shot with the crowd and everything as well. Maybe I didn't directly look at him because that's fucking awkward. I mean, the guy is right here doing that. So, yeah, I didn't know what exactly was going on. It just didn't feel 100% right to me. So I said, I'm out. You know what I mean? And plus, what's this guy roaming around with a suit, all these credentials on, and he's not even in the event? Like, come on, man. It just doesn't add up to me. So I said, fuck this shit. At this point, I'm like, we have to get out of here. I mean, I could have just cut it off and, well, actually, that would have been a bad idea. I'm waiting for them to allow us to cross. And I knew we had to get off the boulevard because, you know, you see a star, you can immediately figure out where that's at. You know what I mean? So we eventually just stopped showing the whole fucking, maybe I overreacted, maybe he didn't have bad intentions, but he said he had to go do something and then come back, possibly come back. I don't know, man. Maybe for content it would have been interesting to stick around, but it was a long day already, and I've seen enough dumb bullshit to say, especially after the CD Man incident, like, I'm just not doing it, you know what I mean? So it felt like maybe that there just wasn't good intentions here, and I said, you know, I'm going to trust my gut and I'm going to leave. Because it just didn't feel right to me. Maybe that's maybe that wasn't his intent. Maybe he was a good guy after all. But with the two guys approaching with the whole, hey, I've seen you on YouTube thing, I mean, again, that's not impossible. It did pop up incognito, number one, but they didn't know my channel, you know, and I'm not saying they had to, but, you know, for the script to be, hey, we saw you on YouTube, they have, like, no recollection of the channel name or anything, like, yeah, I don't know, two people in a row, and that Input Funny, said something that really, I don't know when he said it, and I don't know if I acknowledged it here on the stream, but I remember reading it where he said, like, oh, if another guy comes up to you and asks about your YouTube, and that's where it was like, yeah, that is fucking strange. But that's basically, that's my perspective. When I was showing, and that's why I stopped pointing it at the carpet. There were still people coming out and shit like that. But that's why I stopped showing this. I put it right back on me. Because I didn't, it just felt like he was taking pictures of me and my gear. Like he was holding it high at one point. My camera was extended, so what else could he be taking pictures of? I mean, yeah, you got to hold it high, but it wasn't in that direction. It was right here on the side. And it's just a white tent on the side. There's nothing to take a picture of. So, and then he went from behind, too. I'm pretty sure he went from behind and took a picture from behind. Maybe he's in love with my ass. I don't know. But like I said, I just didn't feel good about it. And a lot of gear talk, like, oh, you don't have, you know, with the previous guy. That really didn't make matters easier. So that is my perspective from this whole ordeal here. I just felt like something fishy was going on, so we had to just get out. It would have been interesting to stick around, but The reason why I didn't walk away from the guy is because, you know, he looked official. It's like, oh, wow, we just had a fucking turmoil day. And I remember reading a fucking funny comment in the chat where they're like, oh, this is God's way of working in mysterious ways, or whatever. It's like, holy shit, Michael's going to get access. Michael's going to get access or something weird. And it's like, well, we didn't get access. He's like, hey, guys, I know where a good spot is, right over here. Extend your camera up so I can take some pictures of your gear and send it to my other buddy, and we can maybe plan something out. That's what it felt like to me. Maybe that wasn't what was happening, but I didn't want to stick around to find out whether or not that was happening or whatever the situation was. But no one usually does this. You know, we stream multiple weeks out there. Over 40, 50, 60, 70 shows out here. And it's just never... If someone talks to you, it's going to be quick. It's not going to be like this, like, drawn-out thing. Like, I'm not saying there's not friendly people out there. It's just, you know... stranger danger, you know. I mean, I don't know. So that is my take on this right here. And again, what you don't see in this shot here is where it was happening. Seemingly, I mean, it just felt like the presence was, you know. And it's like, whatever. I mean, I guess I'm cool. I'm on YouTube, but you know, I think it's a little peculiar. Him taking seemingly pictures of me as opposed to the carpet. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he just wanted a wide shot with everything in it, and I just so happened to be there. I don't think that's what was happening. I think there was a little bit more going on, especially with that first guy. That's what really started to make me wonder, like, wait a minute here. It just didn't feel right, so we left, and we... you know, I wasn't trying to make everyone worried or scared, but if I just cut it off immediately, people would have been like, what the fuck's going on here, you know? So...
Tylon donated $20 through Super
Holy
Chat.
shit, bro.
Mackle, it's clear those gentlemen recognize a proper baker and his cakes from a
No.
mile away if you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, it just didn't feel right. Maybe... I mean, you know, I guess we'll never truly know. But yeah, it just didn't feel right to me. I had a gut feeling. I mean, like I said, if you look at my reaction right after he says, I'll maybe come back or whatever, it's just like, yeah, we got to get out of here, you know. I look at the camera and, hell yeah, I appreciate that Tayland coming through. If we back it up here, he's like, yeah, maybe I'll come back or what have you. I look at the camera, I'm like, yeah, we got to get the fuck out of here, bro. What the fuck was that noise? I mean, because, you know, it could be like a sort of fucking group thing where it's like, you know, some big plan to, because, I mean, you know, we obviously have equipment on us, and we obviously have to use that equipment in order to stream, and obviously that equipment isn't cheap, so, So that's my perspective from this Avatar premiere, and it sucks because I kind of wanted to stay a little longer, at least a little long. I mean, there wasn't really too much to see her, and James Cameron wasn't there apparently because he got COVID or something, so there really wasn't much to cover. But it was a really terrible red carpet or whatever. The way they had that so set up, it was like just in and out. You can't see anything at all. Like the Ryan Gosling one was way fucking better because you could actually see Ryan Gosling, like he was right there. This one was like, we have this big white tent here, and that's basically about it, and this blue carpet, and there you go. So yeah, that was kind of disappointing, but yeah, that's my takeaway. And again, if we go back to the first guy here, I thought he was kind of sus as well. To be totally frank, I thought this guy was pretty sus as well. We gotta go back further here. Where the fuck's this at, jeez? You blink, you'll miss it. Let's go back to the first guy here. Dude, I really busted his balls right there. I'm like, hey, bro, you saw me live on YouTube? What's my fucking channel? I saw you twice. I just came from my house. I can't believe these guys. I'm sorry, guys. You know, maybe it's just me being fucking paranoid, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. You know what I mean? Like, the CD guy, if the CD guy thing didn't happen like 2 or 3 days prior or whatever the fuck, then maybe I would have. But after that, it's like, if I'm not buying into this bullshit here because it's ridiculous. Just saw you on YouTube, but you can't, like, they have to, like, look me up. Like, I mean, come on, man. It's not like we had 600 viewers. We had, like, maybe 30 more than average. Not many more than average. So it wasn't like there was like 600 people watching, because then it's like, okay, now, but we have a small fucking channel here, and I mean a tiny fucking channel here. Now granted, it did pop up, I did confirm that, so I'm not saying their story is totally false here, but again, who would, it's a similar script from two guys. Equipment, word number 1. Laptop. Equipment, laptop, equipment. Who talks about the equipment? There's maybe like one person in the chat that's like curious about the gear behind it. Like no one. I mean, look, as a nerd, sure. And he did apparently have he apparently was a photographer, but the camera wasn't out. Like, it was in the bag. So why bring the fucking camera? I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? I wish I would have turned the camera here, just like a quick turn. But there's a moment where he's already got this damn thing going. And the phone was not, it looked like a cheap Android phone. And this guy's got a suit on. Because I looked at the phone, I'm like, oh, this guy's probably rich or whatever. He's got a fucking suit on. He's got, a bunch of badges. I was thinking iPhone. iPhone's sort of a, and I hate to talk about this shit because people get fired up in here about this shit. But it's sort of, Apple is expensive. Let's just put it that way. So, and I'm not saying there's not expensive Samsung products or Android shit, but, usually if you got a suit on, you're probably rocking Apple. Maybe not, but, to see him pull out some $60, looking fucking cheap Walmart smartphone was like, well, okay, well. And then the whole, thing with, he couldn't stream on YouTube. I don't know if that was an excuse. I don't understand why he went through that. I'm not sure if that was an excuse to maybe, but I don't know. Didn't make sense. Can't put that one together. But he actually did try to do it. I mean, I was watching, so he did try to go live. It just didn't. That's why I stopped filming the carpet. There was no other reason. I would have left it on there. If the guy was just on his phone, but no, it was like this, it just felt like the presence was definitely there. So, yeah, just didn't feel great about it, so we left, and that's you know, again, maybe the guy didn't have bad intentions. Maybe we're overthinking it here. But it just didn't feel like the greatest situation to be in, especially since we're all alone. And if they were watching, then you know, they have more to work with. If they have bad intentions, they have more to work with. It's just not really that safe. So that's why we got out of there, and we fucking, at one point I started running as far away from that area as possible to just get away from that area. So I don't know, maybe I'm the stupid idiot, but
The Ponytail Man donated $2 through Super
maybe
Chat.
I'm the stupid man, but I'm not entirely sure. What? No. The pony. There's no way. Oh no. Well, if the first guy didn't come up, I probably would have stuck around. But it just felt like it was some, like, I don't know. It just felt odd. It didn't feel normal. And again, it's better to be safe than sorry, especially, you know, if they were watching, which apparently they were, right? Even though they had, you know, they both, well, I had to tell the guy my channel. Like, I had to tell him what to type in. I said, hey, I don't know if it's on the video here. It has to be, though, unless it cut out. Let me see if I can find where I tell him my channel. Why are they asking for my YouTube channel when they apparently found me on YouTube? It's like this whole, like, oh yeah, we found you on YouTube. You're the YouTube man. You're the YouTube man. And then they have to, like, ask me for my fucking show. Like, that makes zero fucking sense. I'm sorry. I don't know, bro. It just doesn't add up. The story doesn't make sense. And how would I be streaming from a laptop? Like, that shit would overheat in the bag. I don't know, guys. That's my take. Maybe it's totally off. Maybe we were getting weird that night, paranoid, distressed from earlier. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they didn't have bad intentions, but it just didn't seem like normal. So we just left. So maybe he was a good guy. Maybe he said, hey, come back to the sushi restaurant and I'll fucking pay for you. And then when you come out in the alleyway, smash my brains in and run off with my backpack. I'm kidding. But yeah, we didn't stick around. I mean, there was nothing to see anyway. James Cameron wasn't fucking there. Literally, James Cameron wasn't there. So I said, fuck it. But, yeah. That is my take on it. And again, when, you know, that's why I stopped filming this, because it just felt like he was focusing his camera phone on me way too much. Like, it's like, okay, it's one thing to be like, oh, excited, like, oh, this guy's on YouTube or live or whatever the fuck. But it felt like he was taking specific pictures of my camera, which is extended on a, I don't even know where the fuck that went. Which is extended on, where the fuck's the tripod at? Right here. This is what we used. And in order to get that shot, we had to we had to put it up pretty fucking high, like this. So this is what we're doing, and then he seemingly takes a picture of the camera from way high up as it's being so yeah, we had to extend it like that. And I was looking up at the finder, my hood on, and I just felt that presence of him taking pictures of world class. Now maybe that's not what fully happened, but nonetheless, like I said, there's no reason to stick around. I mean, what clearly the guy wanted something. I don't know. Clearly the guy wanted something. You don't just stick around without a reason like that. You know what I mean? But this does extend pretty a ways. So that is that, folks. Maybe we're being paranoid about it. Maybe we were being paranoid about it. Maybe we weren't. Nonetheless, that is my perspective on it. So, with that said, folks at home, let's go ahead and jump into a little bit of Forspoken. If you guys want to see World Class play this. This came out at the Game Awards. They announced it, and I got kind of mad because I'm like sitting here at the Game Awards, and they're saying, "Oh, you can play Forspoken for free on your PS5 right now," and it's like, damn, that fucking sucks because I'm not near my PS5. You know what I mean? So with that said, let's go ahead and jump over to the PlayStation 5 and see if this is any good. We did, damn, save my point. We're gonna jump into this, and if it's a snooze fest, we might call it a night here. But this is Forspoken.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, what is wrong with this audio? Sounds like total trash. Hello? Okay, let's turn it down a little bit here. I can't believe they did a demo for this game. Like, I think that's one of the worst things you could do. If you can't build your game off of hype alone, then maybe you shouldn't have made it to begin with. I mean, I'm sorry, but saying, "Hey, play our game for free," essentially. I mean, I'm offline right now on my PS5. And you can play this demo offline, so it's not like a timed demo. Like the Resident Evil demos make sense because it's like you have a certain small window of, you could play them and then that's it, they're deactivated. But this is seemingly not going to have that sort of situation. So they just basically said, hey, get a little sample of Forspoken, and they're going to try and see if people want to continue playing.
Oh. Very serious thought. Thank you very much.
What is this trash? Parkour. Oh man, so original. You know? Jeez. The frame rate. Oh, Lord.
Now that's what I call a pick-me-up.
Oh, man. This is a PS5 console exclusive, bro. There's no way, dude. Oh, Lord.
My ace in the hole. Shit!
This looks like a big one. Watch where you're going.
I would if I could. Come on. Got you on your toes now.
What is this? End the tutorial. Yeah, we don't need to play that again. No. Can we roam around? I can't believe they gave us. They just said we don't have confidence in our game. Please play it right now. Oh. Why does this have this like weird effect? Holy shit. The whole game's right here. What is this? Where's the motion blur? Like, this looks like trash, bro. They give you the photo mode too? Wow, this is like a free-to-play game. Holy shit. The photo mode too? Why would you? This is bad. They should not be putting out demos like this in 2022. This is terrible. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh no. I'm turning this off. If you have to climb this tower. Oh my god. Is it really gonna do that ass creep thing where it zooms out? There's no fucking way, bro. Imagine paying $70 for this. I mean, you have to be literally insane. Bro, when I press up on the D-pad, I know what it's gonna do. Oh my god. The most cliched, stereotypical thing. This is why this industry is in the shape that it's in. I mean, just total garbage. Hello? What the fuck? That's even worse. Oh god. This does not look good either. Like, to be dead ass with you, this don't look good. Oh man.
Can't we wait just a little longer?
No, I fucking can't.
Yikes.
Yup.
How do you melee?
Yup.
Oh, these controls are trash, bro. Huh. Well, thought we could melee, but I guess not. Ugh. This is bad. I mean, I guess they had to say, hey, we got a demo for this. Just to get people to even sort of talk about this shit. I mean, it's just a generic.
What?
No!
Don't worry, this will be quick.
I do. Keep your wits about you.
Very much in the room, thanks.
There's something in the middle of that pool, you know.
Let's go take a look.
An ambush, just as I feared.
What? Why the fuck didn't you say something?
Look out! I sometimes wonder what you think I'm here for.
I sometimes wonder how come a little guy like you makes such a good shield. You're good, right?
I wouldn't say good exactly.
Map. Fast travel. Huh. We can customize nails. I'm done. I'm done. Trash. That was a waste of 30 gigabytes. Alrighty, well, that's going to do it for us here today. We wanted to just check in with the folks at home and say that we're back from LA and explain what I thought went down there with that particular situation. But for now, that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show, and we will see you later. It's over.